Welcome to the Weekly Weird, where your three amigos talk about all things life, gaming, anime, and food. We're today here with myself, Alec, aka Alec Davis, and I'm joined by the famous CJ Sunny Might.
Hello.
CJ,
Hey there.
he is, and the very ambitious yet handsome Dylan Buja.
You got that right.
Today, this is our first podcast, so please give us mercy. We're gonna jump in today, boys. How has your week's been? What are things going on in your life? Let's let the audience learn who we are.
All right, let me just tell you something that has really irked my bubble today. Not today, but this week. So there's a couple things that really tick me off.
Oh, really? Oh, we're just going to go... Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go right into things. We're not even starting out with good things.
There's
we're
a couple
going
things
straight to the bad.
That really tick me off.
All right. Yeah. Release the hammer.
No, okay. So you can waste my money, and like that sucks. But all right, whatever. You can waste... You can waste my effort, and it's like, okay, whatever. But when you waste my time, I get super PO'd. And so when somebody, and I'm guilty of this too. Okay, I'm guilty of coming in late and not communicating when I'm supposed to be there. But I feel like for the majority, I'm usually good with communicating on like, hey, I'm late, or hey, I can't do this. Well, when somebody in a higher position of you in your job asks you to be somewhere at a certain time, you tend to be there at the certain time. And you figure when you show up to your job of work, your place of work, that your superior, your supervisor would be there waiting to be like, okay, let's get the job going today. But no, I waited freaking 38 minutes. 38 minutes, I waited in the office and nothing. So like 18 minutes in, I texted and I was like, hey, is there anything you want me to do? Nothing until 36 minutes when I got a text back saying, hey, I'm coming in. I was like,
that's it?
Later,
that's it? I'm like, coming in?
I was like, that's it. So I just, I'm coming in. So I was like, all right, fine, come in. And then I was
she burst the door down, right?
Burst the door
and like, down.
Open up, it's the FDA. And I was like, oh, great to see you. And she's like, all right, let's get to work. And meanwhile, I'm like freaking fuming at my body everywhere. And I was like, really? That's all you have to say? You're not going to say? I probably should have been like, excuse me.
And at that point, steam was coming out of your nose and your ears, and
yeah, I probably would have said something pretty dang bad if I would have talked in that moment.
But you held your composure and you used self-control. Did not strangle.
Did not.
Yeah, you saw your way out of that one.
But no, I just don't understand. Like, I don't get people. Like, what makes people think that they just don't care? Are you farting, Dylan? Like, what's happening? Like, what? I'm trying to talk here, and you're just freaking flatulating up a storm.
No, I'm sitting on my bed, so it's creaking the springs.
Oh, see, ladies and gentlemen, out of the three of us, Dylan's quite the ladies' man. So when he says his bed doesn't work, you wonder why.
I've put it through quite a workout. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, he's there the entire day. So
What do you mean? What do you mean, Alec? All right, let's go with it then. All right, since we've
as
started
you,
our podcast
as,
on such a
as
great
you,
level,
as you creak. What do you mean?
since I'm here all day, I work 12 hours, Alec, a day.
I'm sorry,
You
I just
work
hear
10, and you
creaks.
Snapchat, and you're like, oh, that moment when you go into work and it's dark out, and then when you come out of work, it's dark out. Oh, woe is me. Can you
Well,
guys
yeah.
believe that it's snow day today, and I gotta go to work tomorrow? Oh.
Oh
Well,
yeah, that's
some of us in this wonderful chat talk to Jesus and we worship him. So
what
others do
what
not.
what does that have to do with the tea of China?
Well, I'm
Like,
saying that since I was going to work today, it meant that my normal day off is Sunday, so I work now my days are all jumbled up, and they asked me to come in tomorrow, so that's the day of worship, Sonny.
So you can't pick up a Bible and read a little bit of it today?
well,
All right, moving on.
well, no, I feel like if you like, can't you say like what is that? Like, I can't come into work because like religious beliefs. Could you do that?
I could do that, but I may have promised that I can work weekends during the interview process. So so that would be kind of a dead end there.
uh,
So
uh, I just, I hate it. I just hate it. They want me to come in on Sunday, and I can't do it. Sunday is when I rest. I can't.
That's right.
yeah,
But
you
yeah,
got
no, I
me.
can I can come in on weekends. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, I may have been a little desperate. You know, in those moments when you're in interviews and you could say anything just to get the job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
got me down on the color.
Excel, Microsoft
Yeah,
Excel.
yeah. Oh, I know arithmetic. Yeah, I studied math, or I know how to code things. I don't need that for this job. All right. Well,
Anyway,
moving on. Dylan, give us your weekly frustration, or maybe your weekly excitement. Do you
I'll
have
give
any
you an
excitements?
excitement since we've started this podcast on such a good, like, happy level.
Sorry.
Um, um, well, so I've been trying to get this guy at work to work out with me. Um,
Ooh.
Ooh.
we're both like plus
Arrgh.
size men. Uh, and it's literally only been me going to the gym. Like he just always has an excuse every single time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I've gone to the gym maybe 4 or 5 times this week, which has been really cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
Good job.
Uh, and then since I've been starting this job and I've been there for maybe 6 months or something like that,
Mhm.
uh, I have not looked at a scale since then. Like, and number alert for you math geeks out there. I'm uh, I'm
That's me.
I'm 280 pounds before I weighed myself after the 6 months,
Mhm.
and then I weighed myself at the gym this morning, and I was 245.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Dude.
Yeah,
Give this man an award or some kind of pat on the back.
I
Whoa.
pat
D-
my own self,
Dylan, that's absolutely awesome.
Good job, man.
Dude, so do
and
you when
it's literally only just been because I work in a factory, and I'm on my feet for like 12 hours a day, Alec.
Wow. Well, I only worked 2 hours longer than you.
Oh. But
So yeah, that's kind of what's good about my.
Dylan, do you and also we're not all in the same place since we all live in
Oh yeah.
different parts of the country. Uh we're just kind of all talking through Discord. But uh but Dylan, how did you like do you come up with a workout routine or do you like follow somebody or do you just make it up as you go? Do you just do you just be like, "All right, this seems heavy." Huh. Done.
Yeah, I pick up the lady attendant, and I'm like, "Ah, you're the perfect weight for me."
you're, you're coming home, baby. I gotta show you my squeaky
um,
spad.
as somebody who's
Squigs.
really never worked out or anything like that, I've pretty much just been doing cardio. Today, I did biceps and a and shoulders on a. It wasn't a free machine. It was a what do they call it if it isn't a free machine?
Free weights? What? Smith
Yeah, it
machine?
wasn't free weights. It was a
A
machine, I guess.
guided.
Yeah, guided probably. Guided machine.
Okay.
So I just did those for a little bit and then I just did cardio, elliptical and treadmill.
Oh, nice. There you go. Cool. I was just
Yeah.
curious because I not that I do it anymore, but like I'm so lazy when it comes to the gym because I want to go with somebody. I don't want to do it by myself. And
Yeah.
but like I'll watch videos like Bradley Martin. I even used to watch Bro Science. Uh, he does a lot of like joking stuff. He has some good exercises in there, and I would just like do what they do. Obviously, I'm nowhere near as physically buff as those gentlemen are. So I would not do the weight that
Right.
they do, but I would do like the exercises of what they do.
I mean, if you did the weight they did, you would probably hurt something
Oh,
if you're just starting out.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Positively, my guy. The highest. Okay, when I back at school when I benched, I think the highest was it was John and I. Yeah, and my highest was 2 reps. My max was 2 reps, and it was 180. 180. And second, well, I should say second rep I needed help. Almost all the way up. That was hard,
Yeah.
but
Do
that's
you
just
do you remember your bench, Alec? If you ever benched in high school or
I
college?
believe it was close to the 180 mark, maybe a 170. I don't. I mean, I'm not. I'm not an ant, so I can't lift my own size or twice my own weight. So
I remember Alec and I worked out together once, and he was like, "Whoa, CJ." I was like, "What?" He goes, I'm not used to working out with people who are that can lift the same weight as me or go as far as me. Do you remember that?
uh,
Cuz
sure.
you would work out with Paul.
Oh yes,
You-
yes,
and we did what was
yes.
that exercise when we curled up the thing? It had like it was like that bar, that weighted bar, and we would did we hold it or did we curl it
It
or
was like
something?
a preacher curl.
We saw how many we could do before we gave out. I think you won.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yes, I do remember this. This was
See?
fun. Yeah, I beat you into a pulp. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. But all right, I want to talk about this. Oh, shoot, I forget his name. I didn't write it down. Thick. Um, dang it. All right. Well, it was the creator of Dead Space. His name is Glenn something. Hold on. Let me just look at that up.
All right. Well, while he's looking that up, I'm going to talk about some important news that just came out to yesterday. To yesterday,
Oh.
and
Well, I
looks
already
like
found it. So, but you.
Amazon is working on a new video game streaming service. Whoa, whoa, whoa! But it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon. It looks like potentially next year. Man, it's 2020 next year. Can you believe it? The
No, I can't.
games would run on data centers and be streamed to your smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, and more. So that what that'll do is it'll just do away with all of your hardware. I'm assuming, so you don't need to have big fancy computers to run everything at a high graphical setting. So
Oh.
what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's something that will be here to stay, or is that the future?
They're streaming video games. You said.
Correct. So it'll be from a database rather than just uh,
Well,
harnessing the power of your
doesn't
console.
Microsoft already have that?
I think there is something similar, like a cloud service that Microsoft offers, but
Yeah.
this seems to be like a wider hub, maybe stronger.
Hmm. I don't know. So you can't. So like are they doing like a Steam thing where you can also buy games as well?
I'm assuming that's what it's like.
That just seems I don't know. To me it's like we already have a problem with I mean it's cool, but we already have a problem with like the segregation of the consoles, the three major consoles where what's that called? Platform
Platform wars.
no, like yeah, when it's like platform restricted, like you only can get Mario games on Nintendo, like Halo's only on Xbox and
Oh,
Uncharted
exclusives.
exclusives. Yeah, there it goes, exclusives. So my thing is like, would they start doing exclusive games like only on Discord? Because now Discord's doing streaming stuff and you can buy stuff from them. Only exclusives on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because well, I guess yeah, you would need to have like if you would purchase through if they would go about this if you purchase through Amazon, would you need to have like an account with them? Like have a is it like a monthly fee to have a game? Like if it's like, hey, we're exclusive only, you need to subscribe to us. I don't know. I just think I could see it that way, and that would be pretty dumb. But if it's not,
Probably. Excuse me. It would probably be there'd probably be some options, maybe similar to Amazon Prime, where you have a package that you pay annually or monthly, and then I hope that it wouldn't be set up that way, that where you could maybe have that option of paying monthly, but then buying games just straight out so that you own them. That's another part, is ownership with the games. What are you going to do about that once you have the game? Do you actually have it? Because this goes back to the physical copy thing. People are upset that you can download digitally because you don't have the game in hand,
mhm,
and that kind of devalues the game. What if things were to crash on your system? Do you lose that game? You know what I mean?
yeah,
It gets lost in an anomaly. Like, where does it go?
yeah. Well, Steam does a good job of just having everything on your library, which is nice.
Right, right.
Mhm,
I think it's something that companies are going to try to get a hold on because I don't think anybody expected that Twitch would be so big.
yeah.
Um, and so for them to offer a video streaming that's pretty much makes it that you don't need a good computer to do it. I feel like it's just going to be filled with a lot of junk. You know, a bunch of I don't know,
We party
That's
shuffleware.
what I was gonna
yeah,
say.
13 year
Yeah.
olds, 12-year-olds that are like,
Hey guys, what's up today? So I was gonna play some Spider-Man 5. Um,
Wait, it sounds like
I,
someone I know.
Who?
no, you play Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry. I thought it was talking
Right.
about me.
And so I just feel like that it, it'll it'll be good because it'll give people an outlet for video streaming. But I don't know about the quality of the streams because you do need to be dedicated as a Twitch streamer. But at the same time, there are also 12-year-olds on Twitch that are like,
what's up, guys?
so
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
it'll be good, I think.
I just hope it's not going to be cuz I feel like Discord's coming again, I haven't really looked into like Discord. Oh, buy our game through here. Buy our game through here. Like again, it's a free market. You can do whatever you want. I just feel like there's just going to be so many places to buy digital. I mean, maybe it's going to be better for us in the long run because then it's going to be like, "Oh, who has the better sale?" You know?
Oh, true. Yeah. Look at competition and get the best bargains.
Yeah. I mean, with communism, we wouldn't have that. And that's what today's episode is really about, communism. So, we're going
Yes.
to
Brought to you by Mini Wheats.
non-sponsor. Yes, no. But yeah. So, okay, I found
Okay, yeah, you found
Glenn,
your
yeah.
article.
So, the creator of Dead Space, Glenn Sheffield. Uh, I watched a video on YouTube, and if you guys uh, watch it, I think it's pretty interesting if you're into games and how like games are designed and made, and just like the process through it. The series is called War Stories, and this was episode one, season 8. Oh gosh, this is pretty old. But it's called How Dead Space's scariest scene almost killed the game. And so
Hmm.
I thought it was, I don't know, like, okay, Dead Space, I like scary genres. I like horror games. I don't play a lot of them, but I like them.
Mhm.
And so Dead Space was one of those ones that, I mean, you guys remember playing it in college when Caleb and I played it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't I couldn't play that by myself if I wasn't either streaming or uh with somebody in the room, because that would just be, oh, I couldn't do it. But some of the cool design choices that he was talking about and that he did was, one of the things that he was saying is that, uh, do you guys remember in Dead Space, Isaac? I almost called him Marcus. Isaac, where he his his health bar, right? Where it's on the back of him,
Yes,
Yeah.
and you
yes.
see,
It's those the lights on his back. Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So one of the things, the rules that the uh, Glenn wanted to go by is that he did not want a HUD at all. So one of the challenges was like, okay, well, how do we make it known that the player will be able to know how much HP he has and how much stasis he has as well. And so one of the guys on the team was like, well, what about I was gonna say astronauts. That's not it. uh, what are the people that go underwater? Scuba divers. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They were saying something about scuba divers on their tanks. They have, uh, like, you can tell how much they have left on it, and then
Fair.
obviously like they can, and like people around them. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they used it from that. Like, they're like, oh, okay, we'll just make it a scuba diving, like, we'll get the idea from scuba diving and make it and create it into our own thing. And I just thought that was interesting because, I don't know, to me, you have something from a video game and like in space, and then you take something from like reality, scuba diving, which I guess like the closest thing to space would be uh deep water, down in the murky depths.
Where you can't hear anything
Yeah, when you can't hear anything and do that.
and no one can hear you.
Yeah, so I just thought, and like it goes on, because he also wanted to create. One of the things was, he didn't want you to open a door and not, and then all of a sudden monsters be there. He wanted it to be somewhat random. So if you were going down a hallway and you reached a dead end and there was only left or right, depending on where you go in the spaceship, there was vents, and that's how the monsters would get through. So he had that like realistic aspect to it, which I thought that was pretty neat to do, because in most like horror games, they're like, all right, a jump scare is gonna come here, but there's like vents that sometimes open up, sometimes don't. So it kind of brings that surprise and that suspense factor in there. I just thought that was cool. I'm like, dang, Dead Space is a cool
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And I think that's probably the worst part about designing games nowadays is that you have to do something that kind of changes the genre for it to not be stale.
Mhm.
And that was one thing that I hate. I hate all things horror. Like I'm such a little pansy. But I bought Dead Space and played it when I had an Xbox, and it was just there because it's such a good game. I didn't beat it, but I played it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I didn't beat it either, and I want to play it. I want to play it so badly. I want to play it all three and just go through it. But there's, because one of the big drives was that, uh, especially when Dead Space 1 was made, a lot of video games during that time was all about how does it look? What are like the
Hmm.
graphics? And sound was one of the last things they put into a game. So like they're like, "Oh, we're running out of budget." Well, cut sound. We'll put stuff other way. But with Dead Space, Glenn wanted sound to be number one. He's like, that's how we're gonna scare our customers, like the people, our players that play this game, is that once we have uh, like good sounds and surroundings, like sound or ambiance, that's what is like a true scary feeling, and that's what you can, like, once you play Dead Space, you can really understand, like, that is a scary, like a scary thing, or any horror thing is like fear of the unknown. Like I was
Well, yeah,
talking.
that's like two parts of the coin. On one side, you have visuals, which ooh spooky, like this guy doesn't have an arm, and then This other side is, what is the other sense? It's going to be sound.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be before touch, but if it's going to be video game media, it's going to be yeah, definitely sound.
Yeah.
Because
And so
that in itself, I often think sometimes sound outweighs the visual.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Like sound has so much. I think it's like so underrated because yeah, you look at everything, but if you did not have sound, what would be there?
That's
Just
true. And that's why CJ, ladies and gentlemen, CJ is the only audio major in this room.
and the person who has the most trouble with
The most
audio.
trouble with audio.
I just don't understand
Hands
it.
down.
I just don't understand it. Hands down, most trouble, and I can't fix ever anything.
Well, maybe you're just secretly deaf.
Maybe
and,
I am. Excuse me?
Ooh.
And you can't hear us
What?
at all.
What are they selling?
Chocolate.
I remember chocolate. I always hated it.
My gosh.
Good old chocolate.
I was thinking that we could since we've been doing podcasts for so long, and you know this clearly isn't our first, but I think we could introduce a new segment into our podcast called Messin' with Alec.
Ooh.
That's me.
Cue the intro
It's you.
music.
I'm the guy to mess with.
It's pretty much intro. It's do.
Thank you. Man,
Um,
that must be the remix version because I don't remember
That must.
that part.
Yeah. So, what I'll do, and CJ, you can play along as well, but I want to hear Alex answers first.
Yeah.
But I'll
Fire
give you.
away, General.
Can the
I'll
audience
give-
play at home?
Yeah, the audience can play at home, but don't cheat. Don't cheat. I'll give
No
you
one likes cheaters.
I'll give you two facts. One of them is correct. One of them is false. And your goal is to pretty much tell me which one you think it is, and I'll kind of try to mess with you on it. I'll
Okay.
kind of give you reasons why. Maybe they're true, maybe they're false.
right,
Maybe
all right.
maybe I won't say anything. Who knows?
Okay.
All right. So
Easy.
the first fact is pineapples take 2 years to grow.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. And second fact, all fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen.
And so one's true and one's false.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So
And
if I
then of course
use my yeah.
the second one is the Queen of England.
Yes. Well, what other queen
Yeah.
is there? The Queen of Ishtar?
Probably. Who knows? You
Love
think I look
Ishtar.
at the globe? No.
Flat earther.
So
Love their people.
once again, the facts are pineapples take 2 years to grow,
Mm-hmm.
and all fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen of England.
I
All
like
right.
it
So
how
so you know what my brain would say? My brain, my big old brain cocking bahoober would say
Hoover?
number 2 is definitely false. And here's the reason why. Because the Queen of England, she sits on thy throne over in, across the pond. What does she actually do? I mean, she just pets her dogs all day. She doesn't really think about archaeology. She doesn't really think about the fossils of Canada. I mean, what are they? Bacon? So
what?
I think,
What?
honestly, going with that logic, I'm going to phone a friend. Bring, 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 bring,
Hello.
bring. Oh, hi. I'm Okay, I got 30 seconds. This is my mother.
You got
Hi,
30
mother.
What? What are they selling?
So here are the facts. You have to choose which one's false. Pineapples take 2 years to grow, and the other one is the Queen of England owns all the fossils in Canada. Go. Which one's?
I would say
true.
true that the Queen of England owns all the fossils in Canada, and false that
But
pineapples.
okay, we lost her.
Whose
Well,
phone is on?
Let me give you just a little bit of information then.
I used
so-
my lifeline.
So Canada is kind of had a lot of influences by France and the Queen of England, and then once, of course, America decided to put the boot to England, England still had a lot of kind of say in Canada. So it's kind of up in the air, man. I don't know.
All history majors are like.
Cringing.
So this is what I think.
Well, because
You're leading
also,
me on a little. You're leading me on a little Groose trail right now.
but
And
think
honestly, you're trying to pepper my nose and trying to lead me off the scent of what I should actually be following. So
Or
by
am I?
feeding me facts, by feeding me facts, you are making it seem like, oh, he's definitely gonna think this one is false. All right, yeah, he's gonna think it more, but no, he's gonna think it less. He's gonna go with the
Oh,
I
pineapples.
think you're
So
confusing
I
yourself.
choose A, pineapples. That one is true.
that one's true.
Yes, that's the final answer. I win
Final
the.
answer?
Yep, final answer. $100.
Okay, you guys
All
at
right,
home?
Send it to my PayPal.
that one is true. It does take
Dang it!
2 years to grow pineapples.
Wow,
Dang it.
actually, I thought higher of you. I thought you would actually throw my scent off a little bit harder there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was so obscure because the Queen of England's just. I mean, England's just weird about what they have over there. I thought it would be like true that they had a
Couldn't
like.
find my freaking list of false facts, and that was the first one I could find, and I was like, oh shit, it's an awful one to pick.
But a great one for me.
Okay,
Thank you, folks. I
all
hope you
right,
enjoyed that messing with me, but he messed with me.
It only, but here's the thing. It only gets more different from here.
Oh, okay.
You know, like-
Challenge
Okay.
accepted, mother.
All right, so here is
Father.
we forgot to ask CJ before I answered it. My apologies, CJ.
Well, I gave off my thing. I gave out my.
That's true.
Yeah, he was my lifeline. He was my mom.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the next facts. Let me pull up the list.
Oh wait, there's more. Wow. Okay.
Oh my god, there's at least 2 or 3 rounds. I think there's 2 rounds. This will be
I
the
thought
last.
it was a one and done. All right, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm picking a good one because they're all gonna be good now. I'm not gonna just give you a bad one.
Okay.
Okay. There is a pattern on the inside of your upper eyelid that is as unique as your fingerprint. That's the first one.
Okay.
The second one.
Yeah.
Scientists who work with cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee.
Well, let me go in the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna go look at my eyelid.
Wait. Okay. So I got the first one. Say that second one again. Something about
The-
scientists and cockroaches.
Scientists who work with cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee.
Oh man, this is okay. This is a whole other game. All right. Which one is true? Okay.
I'll give you a little bit of facts about each one. How about that?
All right.
So for the scientist one, in the U.S., the Food and Drug Administration, they normally allow a certain amount of insect to be in coffee and food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there is a thing where researchers develop allergies to things they study. Okay, and so that would say scientists who study cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee because there's like cockroach stuff in the coffee in a small amount. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yes.
And then the second one is just there's a pattern on the inside of your eyelid. Everyone has a unique one, same as your fingerprint. It can be used to identify you.
Okay. All right. Well, seeing as I've never heard the second one ever, and it doesn't seem like when you look at a bright light, or you No, no, not that. When you
What?
push your eyeballs in,
What?
and you know how like
Hmm.
sometimes you can like, oh, I sort of see the inside of my eye lid.
Mm,
That may
I
just
don't
be
know.
me. I don't really see any of that. So I'm gonna go with
What?
the latter, and I'm gonna say that cockroaches cause scientists to be allergic to coffee,
Okay, okay, okay. What do you
and
think,
that's
CJ?
true.
I feel like that's a tough one, but I feel like our body is so unique and so different. I have to say the eyeballs are true.
Okay, okay. Is that the final answers, everyone?
And I feel like you would put
Final answer.
both truths as question A.
Okay, okay. All right. So both truths, well, not both truths, but the scientists who work with
Dang it!
cockroaches often become allergic to pre-ground coffee. That is
Oh
true.
Two for
gosh!
two.
Fricky, this segment should be changed to messing with CJ.
Yes.
Maybe I'll change it to messing with you two. How about that?
Yeah, yeah, probably
Yeah,
it.
I am too
Uh,
smart, honestly.
oh my
Oh my gosh,
gosh.
I
PhD
want to
in
do it
knowing
one more
things.
time. One more time just to get him off.
What?
Dang it. I've got not get him off. He's already got a different.
Yep.
Mm,
Uh, um, I need good ones. I've been picking bad ones.
yeah, terrible ones that keep on getting me.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll keep winning, no matter what.
Okay, here we
What?
go. Here we go. China used more cement in 3 years than
Cement?
U.S. Yeah, cement.
Why'd you
Cement.
call it cement? Who in the
It's
rightful
cement.
world says cement? Cement.
A lot of people. Anyway, so China used more cement in 3 years than the U.S. did in the entire 20th century. Now, the 20th century is from the 1900s to 2000s.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alex, like I was wondering.
Yeah, didn't know about that one.
Um,
Oh, aliens are probing me.
Bloop.
they're probing me so hard.
Yeah.
And then the last one. Um, the at symbol
Mm-hmm.
was invented by Charles de Gaulle.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Not related to Mr. Seagal.
Not related.
Okay.
So the facts once again: China used more cement. I was going to say cement. It's more cement in 3 years between 2011 and 2013 than the U.S. did in the entire 20th century. And then the at symbol was invented by Charles de Gaulle.
All
I'm gonna
right. So
say.
go ahead, CJ.
No, sorry. You go. You go.
I think so. China. Let me start
China.
off with a little Trump quote there. China has been doing a lot of development, probably because they need to build their factories. They need
Mm-hmm.
to develop. A lot of people over there.
Very true.
So that seems logical. But America's quite big too.
Yeah.
Is China bigger? I'm not sure about that.
Is China?
Probably not.
Yeah.
China's not bigger. And then for the last one, I don't really know who what's Charles Dickens? Charles
Charles de Gaulle.
de Gaulle. I don't really know him. He could be an actor, and then that would throw me off my game and look stupid. So I'm going
Well,
to
and then of
say
course the concrete one is over 100 years.
that is true. Like maybe they weren't using a whole lot of cement, but would you say the 19th century? When was that?
It was 20th century, so it was from the 1900s all the way to 2000.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think if China was like that advanced early on to use cement.
Well, no. I didn't say China did it during those times. I'm saying China did it quicker than America.
Oh, I
In,
understand that bit. I'm just trying to see if maybe who developed it first. Who beat them in the cement war.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I
I'm
don't.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the second one's true.
Second one's true. Charles de
Yes,
Gaulle
Charles de
did
Gaulle, whoever you may be.
the at sign. Okay. CJ, what do you think?
Well, China. I'm pretty sure China's bigger than the United States. uh,
Lies.
and their population is astronomical. So it wouldn't surprise me that they would use more cement. I don't know what to do with the southern accent. Cement than the United States of America.
It's the only
And
way to do it.
I feel like Charles Segal is just a name you would make up. Like no one in this world is named Charles Segal. Like Segal.
What do you mean?
That sounds like a
No,
singer.
de Gaulle, like E and then a space and then Gaulle. It's French.
I'm gonna have to go. I feel like I can get it wrong. You know what? I know you, and you're trying to switch me up, and you'd put two right questions as number one, and the last one you put it as false. So I'm gonna go with A. China has used more cement than the United States.
And you would be correct, Alec. You were wrong.
Oh,
Wait, Alec is correct?
Yeah, no, you are correct,
Oh,
CJ.
okay.
darn.
So wait,
Yeah.
De
So
Gaulle.
so in 100 years,
dang, that's crazy.
in 100 years, let me look at the stats for it. 100 years, the U.S. used 4.5 gigatons of cement,
What's a
Giga.
gigaton?
but
It's how much you
between
weigh.
1901 and 2000, and then just between 2011 and 2013, China used 6.6 gigatons.
Wow. Wow. What do they use it for?
Development, I guess. They have a picture of a skyline, and it's just like rural town, and then it turns into skyscrapers in the next one.
Dang.
Yeah. So yeah, this
Incredible.
concludes our first segment of messing with these two.
That switched.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep. It's no longer just Alec anymore.
That's right.
Hold on.
Can't
Bonus
mess
points.
with me.
Is China bigger than the United States? I'm gonna Google that right now.
Google it.
Bonus points for who? You're just gotta find out the answer.
Well, you guys will guess.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
guess that. I'm gonna guess that America's bigger.
I'm gonna guess China's bigger.
All right. The stats are in, and the answer is. I'm looking for an answer.
I'm looking.
I'm looking
I'm
for.
waiting.
It's not giving me a direct answer. I just need a yes or no answer. Hold on. Maybe if I type what's bigger. Hold on.
You're gonna find some interesting things.
What's bigger? China? Oh my gosh. Here, keep talking amongst yourselves.
So the reason why the United States would be bigger is because I mean, look at the sheer land mass of Americans. I mean, their land. China
I've got it.
doesn't have anything.
China has 3.6 million square miles of land.
What? Why did?
The U.S. has 3.5 million square miles
Yeah,
of land.
China is big,
China is bigger
but
by 0.1.
Wait.
I typed into Google what's bigger, China or America, and the result is I'm assuming that by America in quotations you mean the United States. There is no country called America. Even with excluding Taiwan. What does that mean? Oh, excluding Taiwan and other disputed territories, China is larger than the United States. Okay. I don't know why. Isn't United States of America? Isn't that it's like America
Yeah.
in the name? So why would Google tell me that it's America is not a country?
Yeah, but every other country in the world calls us the U.S.
That's true. But we're not like every other country.
Because there's a Central America, South America, so you could technically call them America.
Yeah. I guess you could.
You could, I guess.
Yeah. So, wow. Well, I like that segment. That was
Me
a
too.
gosh dang segment.
Even though I should have won the whole thing, and I didn't use my last lifeline.
You said
You
you
didn't
only had
use it.
one.
Moving on. So I worked at a bike shop. I know. You're surprised, guys. Worked at a bike shop back in New Hampshire. And I come to find out, someone's got to replace me at some point. There is a guy from a teenager from the Congo.
From the teenager.
A teenager from the Congo who was involved in, I don't know, he had escaped a war in Congo and went to Rwanda, a refugee camp there. And so he had found a program in the United States that helped him come. I'm assuming him and his family, he came over to America and he's just schooling over here, living with his family because they have so little. He has an interest in bikes, and so they didn't have any cars. I didn't have a car to transport him around here, so he was just riding a bike wherever he needed to go. And so he was like super fascinated with bicycles, and he ends up looking, coming a little bit more of an expert, looking things up on YouTube when he gets a flat and whatnot. He eventually meets my boss from
Your old boss?
my old boss, yeah, from, I don't know, doing Monday night rides, group rides or something like that. And ends up getting a job there during the summer. They had him working 40 hours, which, I don't know, that's not that's not very regular for a teenager to work 40 hours. I don't really see that very often.
Isn't that like illegal? I guess this is full time. Never mind.
Yeah, full time during the summer.
Yeah.
So he gets the job there, and he's a pretty dang good at it. Good work ethic, and I just thought that was kind of cool. That and then there's video of him in my old bike shop, and so good on that kid. That's why I just want to throw that out there. Someone's taking my place somewhere in the world. I know it's hard to feel that.
My garbage
I'm
job.
so
I hate
lost.
it.
I just wanted to be known that an Asian has stolen my job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be? Is this like a segue to immigrants and coming into America, Alec? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, this is a segue. Build the wall. I hate to break it to you guys, but yeah, I can't see another brother die because some aggro crazies come in.
Oh my god!
Some of you may be tuning out at this moment. I urge you to not. I am not a racist. In fact, I converse with many ethnicities at work. So, I'm just saying.
Oh no!
That you may be, jumping to conclusions. I'm sorry for those conclusions that you're jumping. Here's a safety line. Don't jump. Thanks.
That sounds like a great note to wrap up on.
Whoa, that was amazing. Oh gosh, yeah. All right, Alec, you wanna take us on out?
I'm gonna take you guys home. So we're gonna walk down a little merry road. Thank you guys for joining us for our first ever podcast. This is Weekly Weird with myself, Alikalu, CJ, Sunny Mite Moritz, and Dylan Abuja Harrison. We had a fun time, didn't we, boys, doing this for the first time ever. We're going to do it better next time, I promise you. Please keep sending those donations to Patreon. I only accept $100 bills. So if you're looking to give $1, give $100. We need to build this wall. I mean, we need the money. So we'll be streaming our podcast, or at least recording it every Sunday. Look for it next time. Thank you.